So on Monday, we talked about this quote from Sam Levinson: "Don't just stare at the clock, do what it does and keep on going." And we talked about the importance of not just kind of idling away our times, either sitting at our desks or whatever else, or just kind of passing the time or making ourselves look busy instead of actually doing something. We talked about the importance of actually doing something and being progressive towards the goals that we are achieving. But this resilience that we develop, or that we're trying to do as we try to tough it out, there's more to resilience than just doing, it turns out. Now, resilience is the ability to kind of bounce back after going through a tough challenge. It's the image that we often have of maybe a football player. After they get knocked down, they get back up and they keep on moving. Or maybe another boxer going another round or something like that. There's this image of when times are tough, this person is able to have the toughness, the grit, the determination, and the stamina to be able to keep on going. The thing about resilience, though, is it's not just about always keeping on going. It's about developing the ability to do so in tough situations. But that means that you need to take some space some other time in order to fill the tank so that you have extra in order to draw on when you go into those tough situations. Resilience is about the ability to thrive even through tough times, but it's not about continuing to push 24/7. Resilience means building up the ability to be able to go through those tough times. So resilience is about the ability to work when we need to work and to rest and recover, rejuvenate when we need to do so. Rowan Gray, in a blog post a while back called "Rest is Not the Same as Recovery," writes a few things that we should be aware of when we're thinking about recovery. Because recovery isn't the same as rest. There are times in which the things that we might choose to do as rest might actually not allow our bodies to recover. And something else that's important to remember is some of the things that are stressors in one person's life might actually be recovery in another person's life. He talks about how watching the episodes of Breaking Bad, when that was such a big thing, was actually a major stressor in his life. And yet for one of his friends, that same show was actually one of his major recovery times. And so it depends on who we are and what kinds of things are important for us as we work to recover. Sometimes leading a meeting or being in a meeting as you're talking with those who are around you and actually making decisions and moving things forward is actually a time for recovery for some people. For other people, it's a major sign of stress as they're trying to think about the things that they need to do outside of this particular meeting that need to go on continually or that they still need to have done. And so the same thing can be recovery or stress for different people. So it's important for us to learn and to identify the things within us that actually lead to recovery. One of the biggest insights that I found in that article is the power of purpose in our work. When we are doing something purposeful, something that we feel is going to have meaning, it gives us the ability to recover even while we are doing the work. And this, I think, is a key insight, both for us as individuals, so learning to identify the things that actually have a sense of purpose for you, those things that you feel like you're making a difference in, so that you can pour yourself into those things when you need to get something done and you need to recover a bit of your energy or a bit of the ability to feel like you're making a difference. And for those of us who are leaders or who are employers, we need to recognize that not everybody recovers in the same kind of way. Not all the same kind of stressors influence each individual person, but we need to be able to find those things that give your people or the people that are around you purpose and give them the abilities to engage in those in a significant amount of time so that they not only develop the ability to push through challenges, but they do so in something that they feel is making a difference so that they feel they can make a difference. And while they are doing so, they may actually be in the state of recovery, the state that actually makes their bodies and their lives better. And so if you are like most people and you are feeling worn out and dragged down and just tired from having to push through so many different stressful things, I'd encourage you to find things that give you purpose and find things that help to rejuvenate you so that you can do more of those things and step away from the stressors at times. Turn off your phone, walk away from things, take some time to actually disengage so that you can fill your tank again, so that you will be able to go out and to do the things that God is calling you to do.